A two-time member of Junior Team USA and a member of the 2023 National Champion Wichita State Shockers, Ryan Barnes.
21 years of age, as Kimberly has brought up the son of two pros, Chris and Linda. Chris in tears earlier this week when he found out and saw that his son was going to be competing for the Players' Championship. What a start.
A six-time member of Team USA and the 2021 United States Open champion, Chris Vi.
Chris could barely get those sleeves over those biceps. Dude's jacked. But I'm really digging the shirt.
We asked him what's worked this week. He said, I've just been quicker, more decisive. Chris Vi seeking his second major title. Chris's home lanes, holiday lanes in Columbus, Ohio.
Look, just a pinch fast on that shot. Both players starting out with urethane on this pattern. We saw a lot of urethane. Just keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, you're gonna have to win again. He's just too good. But you know, maybe sometimes his strategy needs to change. There you see his arsenal. He's using IQ 78U urethane.
What a start.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only does he look a lot like his father, Chris.
Beat him by 2. Ryan Barnes starting with a turkey.
Look how straight he's going, too. If you look at these numbers on strike track.
Vi off a spare. Chris Vi strikes.
It's so great. IQ Tour 78U for Chris Vi as well.
Vi is sizzling.
To see if it gets tighter down lane than the right lane does.
Barnes hasn't missed. Ryan Barnes, America, learn his name. The best thing that could have happened to this kid. Went from casually doing it to competing and now being in a major championship. At 21 years old, he hasn't missed. We got a battle.
You know, this guy just kind of quietly goes about it. Tighter than the right lane. So he's one board to the right. He's got to watch his speed on that lane because of that.
Christopher.
Cleans it up.
Wow, that was perfect.
How good has this kid been thus far?
Thus far, very impressive.
Make it 6!
Posted up beautifully. Now here's...
And help lead Wichita State to their 13th national title this past year. Ryan is doing something special to start the Players.
I'm not going to say the number, but is it possible this kid shoots the number? I mean, he's got the front 7, but I'm not going to say the number. I'm not going to be the guy that jinxes him.
No. You would never be that guy. So, to flip the script, how does Chris Vi respond?
We're going to find out.
Quite well.
Yeah, I mean, that lane's not the problem for Chris. It's the left lane.
One major title at United States Open 3 years ago. He believes he's got the tools to make a run here. It's a 10. Multiple televised 300 games in the same season. Cleans that up. But right now he's fighting the uphill battle because the 21-year-old Ryan Barnes has been unstoppable. Folks, you see the number under the max on your screen. And that's all you need to see.
And now I think you have a little bit better understanding of how hard it is to win out on this tour.
Wrong spot.
I mean, look what his opponent's doing. It's not like Chris is bowling awful.
He's been nails. And now he's got 8. Oh boy, what a start to the year of PBA on Fox. The first matchup in this stepladder championship. And that's the end of the perfect run.
Yes. More than once.
And cleans it up.
I've actually starred in that movie.
Well, you have to love the camaraderie there between the two. That's serious sportsmanship from Chris Vi. Talked about using the same ball for all 24 games.
You're talking 24 games of match play.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Earlier this week.
48 games total.
That would have been pretty good. Might have been able to keep up with you. It's pretty nice.
Of the 48 games. He believes in that process, and that process results in back-to-back strikes.
Great guy, too.
The Stars out in Wichita.
Oh, man. I think, again, you've got to watch this left lane because it's starting to get real slick down lane.
And he'll still take $25,000 home. He's got a chip on his shoulder that we're going to talk about. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer, son?
Game
Yeah.
on, baby. Come on.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Thank you.
Game 1, baby. Come on. That's what Ryan Barnes says. He's moving on. And that's classy from his dad, Chris, with Chris Vi. Match number 2. Nate Stubler and Ryan Barnes. The winner gets number 2 seed Bill O'Neill.
A 2-time collegiate All-American and 2019 member of Junior Team USA, Nate Stubler.
College St. Ambrose.
Number 7 pin, by the way. You know, that's illegal in a lot of states, except here in Kansas. Take a look here. He gets that ball into the swing. Pretty good timing there. And late, you see that foot come to a complete stop, the slide foot. Some of the best players in the world over the years.
Ryan Barnes after hitting 7 straight strikes in his opening match. Not the same fortune here. He's got a conundrum. Oh,
good try.
Chris, Mom Linda looking on. What a day for this family.
I mean, the 4 and 6 are standing at one point. Check this out. Oh, bye 4. Oh, good night 6. Exactly. Exactly.
Back-to-back jacks for Stubler.
Yeah, and again, you know, you asked, or you talked about his chances today, and again, you know, he has to have a good look, but he has to manage everything that goes into bowling on television for the very first time.
For the very first time.
Boom! There's a saying in the PBA Tour.
Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness! Back-to-back 4 9s on the right lane.
Man.
You're in your 25th season calling PBA Tour. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh! This time he nailed it.
Well, he's 50% on this on this 4-9 conversion, though, and that's good. Because the last thing you want is 2 out of 3 open frames, especially when your opponent starts off with the front 3. Now,
Saw command. Now, how does he respond?
and there's that left lane wiggle. We saw Chris Vi have it in the first match, and we just saw it right there with Ryan. 12 for 12 on that. 2-pin this week. All of our great stats brought to us by our friends at Lane Talk. For more information, you want to be a better bowler, and for some great stats, visit lanetalk.com.
I think the second one was
Stubler. 4. John Fanta, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler with you. 2024 PBA Players Championship. Nate Stubler right now versus Ryan Barnes. Only 4 remain after Barnes beat Chris Vi. Stubler's been on fire and keeps it rolling, folks. 5 for 5.
Yeah, foot buried on the accelerator right now for Nate Stubler.
But Nate's out to prove people that he's ready to take that second-year leap. Barnes with a needed strike.
And real quick, I'd just like to make mention of some other Wichita State University players that are either on the tour or have won on this tour, but you got to start with Packy Hanrahan, who finished 6th. You got Hoope, Chris Prather, Sean Rash, Chris Barnes, Jake Peters, Wesley Lowe, as Ryan Barnes is taking a re-rack. Francois Lavoie, Nathan Bohr, my ex-tour roommate, Justin Romick, who is a U.S. Open champion. I know I've missed some names because there's been so many greats that have come out of that university's program.
21 years of age. And now he's starting to surge.
Come on. Whoa.
On Ryan Barnes, 25-year-old Nate Stubler in year 2 as a pro. The lone southpaw in this field remaining, and he's got a scenario.
Yeah, big one. He's staring at an open frame after the front 5, and all that does is give new life to young Ryan Barnes.
What's the strategy here?
The strategy is to pick off the 6-10 and hope one of them bounces out. If not, you know, you save count and you move on. But I don't.
He said that's the best thing that could happen in my life.
Enough.
That's a big time bounce back.
Again, all the players thus far are using urethane. That goes for Nate Stubler as well. That black hammer is urethane. The red balls are urethane. And that was the choice of the majority of the players this week. And that was because they could stay straighter, stay closer to the friction. They didn't have to shape it a whole lot.
Ryan Barnes tracking.
All of a sudden, we've gotten a little tighter.
Yes, we have. Barnes. On a comeback trail in Wichita.
Let's go! Let's go!
Winner gets Bill O'Neill. The top seed, Tom Smallwood, waits last. Stubler answers.
Oh my, check out these numbers right here on Strike Track. A little bit outside on that shot there, and it peels right off the edge. Rips the rack and doubles up.
Slow enough?
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Right.
and check it out right here, folks.
Should not have made that adjustment. That's all right.
Because that's very easy to leave. 2.810 for a right-hander, 3.79 for lefty. Man.
It was a valiant approach.
Yeah, it was.
But you just said it now. The door has cracked open for the hometown kid.
Cracked open? No, it swung open.
Live with the players as they're going through this.
And I'm not sure about the adjustment because he had struck every ball on that line.
Here comes Ryan Barnes.
The Von Ryan Express.
Dad Chris, Mom Linda watching. Two Hall of Famers.
So the plot thickens.
Yes, it does.
Now Ryan's max score, 224. Nate Stubler still 230. But still, Ryan's faced with a leave. You have to pay respect, the 3-6-10.
Barnes needs it, gets it. Mom and Dad proud. A look back at Pops. And now Randy, a massive shot.
And jamming.
He did it!
And I mean, that matters because 224, excuse me, the fill shot's just the fill shot. As long as he stayed above 220, but that forces Stubler to double in the 10th frame.
Now is his time.
Has to strike.
It does! Wow!
And the crowd goes mild. What a great hit this is. Check out this messenger. Nate Stubler, everybody back in Illinois is like, yeah, baby.
You can hear it drop. Stubler.
Oh my goodness. What a shot. What a lousy break. And Ryan Barnes moving on once again. Wow.
Ryan Barnes at 21 years young, the son of Hall of Famers, is one of just 3 left standing for the 2024 Players Championship, and this is not the last we've seen of Nate Stubler this year. It's just the beginning.
Hold your head high, Nate. Hold your head high.
And here we go with match number 3. 21-year-old Ryan Barnes on one side, 42-year-old Bill O'Neill on the other. Ryan coming from behind to beat Nate Stubler and advance as Bill, a 13-time champion.
And a ball change right out of the gate here in this match with Bill O'Neill. Ryan's going to reactive.
And that 10 just hangs.
Oh, so he's going to go to reactive. Look out.
Oh, boy.
Ryan.
A mistake.
A 13-time PBA Tour champion with 2 major titles, the real deal, Bill O'Neill.
Bill O'Neill with a back injury that hampered him at the end of last season. Now ready for this stage, fully healthy and feeling great.
Go!
Start strong.
That is not urethane. That is reactive. You know, be the best player he could be. And before last year's World Series, he went back to 15. And here's Ryan with urethane back on the right lane.
Barnes, after that tough start,
Hated it. As soon as he let go of it, he hated it. So now the missed 10 pin is now compounded with the big 4 here in the second, and he's looking at back-to-back open frames.
How do you approach this shot?
Well, it's only been made once on television in the history of the PBA, and that was by Walter Ray Williams Jr. Reality on the left lane, which is reactive for Ryan Barnes.
Needs a bounce back.
Really good shot. Hard to believe you'd leave a weak 10 with that much power. The sidewall and just lays kind of dead into that right gutter.
Spare for Barnes.
Yep. It's old school.
Old school. Still works in 2024.
And I'm not done. Go ahead and read your family man. He's a great husband, great father. And he's old school. Ooh, that was a good shot. So that's why.
He knew he felt good about that previous shot. That's why he's frustrated.
Yep, this match. And so now he's got to be thinking, all right, well, I threw that one perfect. It left a weak 10. If there's a ring in 10, you can, all right.
The veteran versus the rook. Made the change and it worked.
You see how much more shape that had in the back part of the lane, John?
Yes. A lot of bowling left, Randy. O'Neal. 6-year-old Tom Smallwood, who is the Hollywood story. I'll tell you about it later. O'Neal spares.
Yeah, good cover.
Bill O'Neal. Boom.
Beauty.
Are my balls. Barnes with his Wichita State Shockers team, the national champions here. And he leaves 2 up.
Coming to play on that right lane. He's got 1 strike through 6 frames. Let's see if the ball does the same thing it did last time on this lane.
Come on, ball!
It was so small and so defined. And that's why the closer you can stay to it, the better off you were. And that's why so many players use urethane.
Now seeking his 3rd major championship today.
Whoa.
A strike.
That's big.
That's a story that we'll continue to tell. Right now, it's about O'Neal. He'd like to meet his friend, Tom Smallwood, for the title at the Players.
You got kidding me.
O'Neal owns 15 gold and 24 overall medals in Team USA competition. He's had a terrific career. 21 years of age. One of 3 left standing for the Players' Championship in the PBA.
And there's the change I thought he would have made a couple frames ago. He went to the reactive resin on that right lane.
Championship on the line, and a 21-year-old college senior, the son of Hall of Famers, Ryan Barnes, picking up steam.
Yeah, he had to have that one, too, to give himself any chance.
O'Neal, they're dueling.
Oh, my goodness.
If you're going to win a major, you need a little bit of luck on the way.
I mean, you want to win any time, you need some luck.
Money.
Beautiful. He's going to bowl for the title against Smallwood. Look, let's not forget that
Chris Barnes has to, as much as this is tough, these guys are all colleagues on the tour. He knows how much Bill O'Neal, how hard he works, and for Bill, this is special. Bill O'Neal is heading to the finals to meet Tom Smallwood, 2 vets for the title.
42-year-old and a 46-year-old going at it for a major championship. Just going to check the waters with a different piece of equipment here, and
I wasn't trying to make it. Why
he
you
was
go?
not trying to make the 10-pin, I promise you. Bill O'Neill's a great spare shooter. Looked like it had a little shine to it. But what a great run for this young man here. And again, if you think about the time frame.
Said there's nothing to do. I got to head to the bowling alley. Started playing every single day. And in 4 years' time, has gone from being the first man left off the Wichita State varsity team as a freshman to a national champion. Goosebumps. What it's all about. What makes this sport beautiful. Ryan Barnes, you are special. Tip your cap, young man.
So proud of you. So proud of you. Take on.
It's our title match.
O'Neill knows how to win big money tournaments. He's done it a couple times in his career, and well, Smallwood knows how to win majors.
Bill O'Neill leaves 2.
And that looks like a ball change for Bill. It looks like it's the same kind of ball that he used in game 1, the Black Widow 3.0, but this one looks shiny to me. I mean, it's hard to see from my vantage point. I'm going by the monitor, and I'm getting the yes from the tour reps that are down lane. So it is a different Black Widow 3.0, shiny one. And you can see that with that shinier surface, it has a lot more movement in the back part of the lane.
214 average last year. You said it was a tough last season for him. He has started this year well, but he leaves the 10.
Also, Smallwood has had the highest strike percentage of any player throughout this tournament. Check out this release. Now, he only puts his thumb into the first knuckle, rolls it up on his wrist, and then the way it comes out of his hand, it's almost like he sets his hand on the ball, and it makes it into an offset position. So because of that, the way the ball comes out of his hand, it creates a full roller type of motion. What does that mean? Well, the bowling ball is 27 inches in circumference. His track actually goes between the fingers and thumb hole, which means it's covering 27 inches of the ball.
Said he's just gotten more and more comfortable in the offseason. All about having that hand in the right spot, as you just referenced. Smallwood with a strike.
Traditional ball track would be Bill O'Neill, and that's what's known as a 3/4 track.
O'Neill getting past Ryan Barnes to get here.
Oh!
It falls.
Whoa! Hang on. Check this out, Johnny. Whoa!
2.6.
Yeah, that's a Black Widow 3.0, not a 2.6. He still trips the 2-pin.
Man.
And remember, he went to that ball change. Remember, he told Kimberly, "Hey, I never threw a Brooklyn that last game. Never mind, Kimberly. We're moving on, and I'm going to make the right adjustment."
Where the front of the lane hooks more, where he has to be softer. All about being nice to it. That's nice for Mr. O'Neill. Back to back.
Man, just some great players. No.
Yeah, roll 2, then you 7-10. That's pretty much what usually should happen.
10.
Just 4 times it's been converted on television. Oh, it was that close. Wow.
To the pocket every shot. Yeah, good one. Yeah, good one there. All right, Smalls, you got to shake it off, man. Dust yourself off. Lace up those shoes, tighten them up a bit. Get ready for a good old-fashioned rock fight with Bill O'Neill.
Worked and worked to get it healthy. Now feeling good.
Yeah, I guess it stemmed from an old basketball injury.
It did. Bowl of 300 during qualifying. After a bad game, he recovered. He's always had that about him.
Not enough shape on that shot. You know, every shot makes somebody happy, and that one made Smallwood happy because That means O'Neal is going to slow down just enough.
Stubler played quite well here today. Ryan Barnes got the best of it. 4 for 4 on the 2-8 for O'Neal this week. Without a regular paycheck. At 30, he decided he was done being a full-time bowler. Got laid off by General Motors, gave it one last shot. One last shot in 2009.
I mean, they made a sitcom about this guy.
It's incredible. Let's go. He is the American dream.
He's got a great ball reaction. All he needs is to not leave another pocket 7-10.
Game on.
Hates it. Another Brooklyn. And you can see why. The big miss right here.
Well, this is as good as it gets down the stretch in a major. When you take a look at the max, folks, this is neck and neck. Oh, boy.
Go straighter. No good. Go to the right. No good.
4-10.
You know, it looks like he's trying to trap it and keep it in front of him. He threw a couple in a row. He threw that 3-bagger by taking some of the shape out.
Oh, he knew it right away. A big mistake. A big mistake.
Come on, Tommy.
Handball for Smallwood.
You did not just say that.
Just get lucky.
Just get lucky.
God, that's so terrible.
5 of 7 this week on 2-8. Smallwood. Oh.
How was that never hook? That was an overhook.
And so O'Neal with life in the 8th.
Look out. Oh, no. It did come around the corner. It didn't look like it was going to. The last couple of feet grabbed a little bit of friction.
Bill O'Neal, he won it in 2020. O'Neal turning it on at the biggest time.
And that's how you take advantage of an opening given to you by your opponent. Max score O'Neal 233 still. Max score Smallwood 224. What a beautiful shot by Bill O'Neal right here. You can just never count Willie out because he's just tenacious. He can do so many different things, and he's got such great touch. He can do that. He has to strike out.
Needs it here.
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
3, 4, 6, 7.
And just like that, just when it looked like Smallwood was going to run the table, a missed spare, and then right through the face.
Sadly, I didn't like it. I didn't mind that at all.
$100,000 in the balance.
All but over.
Yes, it is.
Always hurts.
Tom Smallwood with a heck of a week.
Pretty decent shot there.
Rapidly punched in the jejunum. Unbelievable. I got nothing. Back
That's such a bad ball choice.
To back.
That was the worst ball choice I've made ever in my life, in my career. You know what's going to
He
happen.
threw a 4-bagger.
And a heartbreak for Tom Smallwood. Frustration swing. And
Yep. You got to feel for him. And you hate to see any player go through that. I mean, at one point,
Ball choice.
I think his max score was in the 240s,
yes.
and he shoots 178 in a matter of 3 frames.
Bill O'Neal.
I'm sorry, no, he could have shot 250.
Yes. And Bill O'Neal is the 2024 and second at the Players.
Still got it. He's still got it. Don't ever count Bill O'Neill out, folks.
$100,000 bill for Bill O'Neill. The satisfying moment of the match is sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers. A back injury, a tough win in last year. That back's feeling great right now. He's heading back to PA with hardware.
Had to spend the night in Houston on his way here. Missed practice session and still won.
I love you.
You're the champ.
Congratulations, Bill O'Neill, on winning your second PBA Players Championship.
Thank you, Hammer. Black Widow 3.0. Let's do it.
And a 14th
405 Vice Grips. Thank you so much.
PBA Tour title, third major. The PBA returns in just under 3 weeks on Saturday, February 3rd, live on FS1 at 4 Eastern with coverage of the PBA Elite League presented by Snickers from Indianapolis. And then the next day, Sunday, February 4th, live coverage of our second major of the season, the U.S. Open presented by Go Bowling from Royal Pin Woodland in Indianapolis at 4 Eastern on Fox.